Good evening, everyone, and this is your Heart's exclusive channel for NEET 2021 batch. So, this is our third session on the chapter Plan Growth and Development, which is again, I'm telling, an easy chapter to learn about certain concepts for you to by heart, but the questions asked will be of the application level questions, which will be difficult for you guys to solve. So, let's quickly recap what we have learned in our previous classes. And let's move with our today's wonderful topic. Okay, so let's get started. So in the last class, we have just learned about the phases of growth, right? Phases of growth like the meristematic phase, elongation phase, and the maturation phase, right? And all about the different type of the specialities of the cell found in that particular regions, right? Then we have learned about the arithmetic growth curve. And if you plot a graph, you'll get a linear curve. And about the equation, we have learned that is LT is equal to L0 plus RT, where LT is a length at time t, L0 is a length at time 0, and R is a growth rate or elongation per unit time. Next, we learned about the geometrical growth. The graph will be an exponential, that is a sigmoid curve, which will be having three different parts. That is first by a lag phase or a slow phase, then log or exponential phase, followed by a stationary phase. Okay. Next one will we have discussed about the equation of the sigmoid curve. That is W1 is equal to W0 e raised to RT. That is W1 and W0 are directly proportional, or the final size is dependent upon the initial size, that is W0. Then the quantitative comparison of the growth can be measured in two ways: absolute growth rate, that is measurement of the total growth per unit time, and the relative growth rate, measurement of a particular feature of the plant. Okay, so and we have learned about the conditions of growth, that is such as water, oxygen, nutrient, temperature, gravity, etc. Okay, so today's session we'll be discussing about what three different terms, that is differentiation, de-differentiation, and redifferentiation. Is it clear? So let's get move with today's small session. Okay, a few session topic. First, we are going to discuss about the term differentiation. Please don't confuse it with the differentiation in the max. Okay, when you are seeing differentiation, you will be just easily just catching this particular formula, d by dx or dy by dx, right? Please don't confuse it with the max. Okay, this is in biology. Differentiation in case of plants. Okay, in case of plants, something which is related with the growth of plants. Okay, so it is a process in which the meristem, that is either it can be a root apical meristem or shoot apical meristem, and the cambium differentiate, means they divide to mature and perform a specific function. So the all the tissues, that is either it is to be the meristem or the cambium, they differentiate and mature to perform a specific function. In this, the cell wall, here the cell walls and protoplasm just undergo structural changes, and the capacity of cell division is low. So the meristematic cells, when they get mature, they get transformed into a permanent cell, right? So a meristematic cell is present in the root, then in the sieve tube, and in the leaf cells also. For example, loss of protoplasm to form trachary element. Loss of protoplasm to form trachary element, important. So protoplasm loss in trachary element, previous year NEET MCQ. Okay, they are very strong, elastic, lignocellulosic secondary cell wall to carry water to long distance transport. Okay, so that is differentiation, means it is the process by which the differentiating cells just differentiate and mature to perform a specific function. Is it clear, everyone? So let's get move to the next one, that is de-differentiation. Okay, you'll be confusing with the term differentiation, de-differentiation, redifferentiation. Clearly understood, differentiation means division of a particular cell or a tissue to form or perform a specific function. So next we are going to discuss about de-differentiation. De-differentiation means under certain condition, the living differentiated cells, okay, living differentiated cells, they regain the capacity of division. That is de-differentiation. So once a permanent tissue is formed from the meristematic tissue, it won't come back. In some certain conditions, this becomes again meristematic in nature and has the ability to divide. That is referred to as de-differentiation. For example, formation of meristem from differentiated parenchyma cells. So parenchymatic cells form meristems. That is interfascicular cambium and cork cambium are formed from parenchyma cells. All these diagrams are meant for your reference only, nothing important. This you have studied in the chapter anatomy. Anatomy, right? So you'll be familiar. You're all studying for your 12th, that is NEET 2021, right? So I hope already you have completed the topics of +1 as okay. So next is redifferentiation. Next term that we will be discussing is redifferentiation. It is the de-differentiated cells can produce cells that again, so first meristematic cells, or that is a meristematic cells. This meristematic cell will lose the capacity of division and convert into permanent cell. Okay, convert into permanent cell. This permanent cell will again regain its ability to divide. And that process you may be calling it as what? De-differentiation. Clear? De-differentiation. And these cells again lose their property and become permanent, and that is known as redifferentiation. Okay, redifferentiation, de-differentiation, and differentiation. Okay, redifferentiation. This de-differentiated cells will lose the capacity to divide and they mature to perform specific function. They have already learned that the plant growth is open due to the presence of meristem. Look, by external or internal signal, differentiation takes place. Again, that cells will again undergo de-differentiation, finally going to redifferentiation. Okay, differentiation is open because the cells are tissues and arising out of the same meristem have different structures at maturity. And final structure at maturity is also determined by the location of the cell, where that particular cell is located. For example, cells positioned away from the root apical meristem differentiate as root cap cells, while those pushed towards the periphery mature as epidermis. Is it clear? So nothing important in this particular lecture. Okay, so plant development will be taking in the next class. Okay, plant development will be taking in the next class. I've included all the slides in the single presentation in order to make my work easy and your work easy, and in order to make you recapitulate the theory that we have learned in the last class. Okay, otherwise it will consume a lot of time and effort. Okay, once again, thanking you all for your patient listening. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our wonderful channel. We'll be just launching different other series for NEET 2021 and giving you guarantee that will help you to crack NEET 2021.